Hello everybody. I'm back with another diabetic dog video, and today I'm going to be showing you how I get my dog's numbers, his glucose or his sugar levels using an at-home reader. I use the AlphaTrak starter kit. This is what the vet gave me, and I'm going to be showing you today how I use it just in case you're having a little bit of trouble trying to understand or use it, because I know I definitely did. So first things first, before we actually get into the testing and reading and all of that, I'm just going to show you what it comes with. And it comes with this little pouch. It's a little carrying case. This is actually super convenient, and it holds everything: the reader, the pricker, whatever it's called. It holds absolutely everything. And then it also comes with a little booklet. That way you can keep track of his numbers or your dog's numbers or the units or whatever you need, because you can kind of get lost a little bit with it. And then there's some extra of these in there. These come with, it's like the little prick thing that you do to get the blood. I have 2 pens in there. I put those in. It doesn't actually come with it. And then it also has a manual to kind of read through it. And I'm going to go through all of these things step by step so that way you can kind of see. But this is just to explain how the monitor and stuff is used. So this is the booklet, and this is for you to keep track of everything that has to do with your dog's diabetes. It goes with the food, it goes with the units, and like I said, this is just a helpful thing because sometimes you can get completely lost and confused over everything that's going on, and this kind of helps you just kind of get the basis of it. It has the date, the time, the glucose level, their appetite, the number of units, the time you injected them. And then for me, usually I'll do like a curve, or I'll put notes. Like sometimes if I take them on an exercise and I test them afterwards, then I'll kind of write that in at the bottom or whatever. You can do whatever you want with this. You can actually buy your own, or you can make your own. This is just the beginning one. This is just the starter one that it comes with, and it is super convenient when your doctors are having you do curves for your dog, or you have to keep track of it. Now at the back of this book, there is a section for a curve, and if you don't know what a curve is, I was thinking of doing a video on that a little bit later, but pretty much you just take your numbers kind of throughout the day. So like every 2 or so hours, you constantly take the numbers for your dog, and it kind of lets the vet know kind of what the insulin's doing and how everything's going. But there is a section for it in the back of the book, which is very convenient. I haven't used it yet because I'm not done with the book, but yes, very helpful, very convenient. Love this. And for the life of me, I cannot remember what the name of these things are, but they're the needles that go in the pricker or the puncher, whichever, to draw the blood from your dogs. And now I don't have a video. I forgot to take a freaking clip of me putting it in the puncher, but this is what it looks like. It's a little needle, and all you do is there's a little black thing that I'm about to show you in a little bit. You take off the top, you pull out the old one, and then you put this one in. Just be very careful. These things are very sharp. I've pricked myself before, and I've had blood on my own. If you ever prick yourself, just make sure you change it out, because now your blood is on it, and that can mess with the numbers and the readers. So just be very careful on putting this in the actual pricker. What is the name of that thing? I don't even know. But this is what it looks like inside the pouch. It has every little thing that you need, and it's so nice and it's so convenient. So I'm going to go through every single thing that's in it. And the first thing is going to be the little white thing that I'm about to take out right now. That is a clearer, or it helps you make sure that the monitor is reading right. It's a solution, and I'll show you how that's used at the end of the video. But this is very helpful just in case you think that the reader or the meter is reading wrong. So I'll show you how to do that at the end. And then this is the pricker, the puncher, whatever this is called. This is what the little blue things go inside, and you can change the numbers on it. We have it on 4 just because that's what worked best for us, but each number is different, and that's the size or how far away the needle is when you're pricking the dog. So you can adjust it to whatever works for you. 4 worked for us, and I'm not sure if 4 is lower or higher, but it worked, if that makes sense. And then you just pull down this little thing right here. I already have it set, and you press that little button right above it, and it just pricks. And yeah, it actually works out really well. I wish I had a freaking clip of me changing out the blue thing, so I apologize. But yes, this is the pricker for your dog. Super easy, super convenient. These are the test strips. Now, this is not what it came with. They do come with a set, but we had bought a new one. One thing for sure, always make sure you pay attention to the numbers on the back, whether it's for a cat or a dog. The numbers are going to be right there and they're going to tell you the top one was for dogs, the bottom one is for cats. And you always need to make sure that the reader will be at the same number as whatever is on the back, because one time I've gotten a 38 before, one time I've gotten a 90, so it just depends. You have to make sure that the number is the exact same. And then these are the little test strips. They have a little butterfly on them, and what you do is you see the little black things at the bottom of the strip, the little circles or half circles. There's two little points at the end, and that's where you collect the blood. There are other readers out there. I don't have them. These are just the readers that I have. But, oh, right here. These are the box that I bought from Chewy. You can always buy new ones. You don't always have to go to the vet. But they're a little expensive. They're about $50. Like I said, there are other readers if they're too expensive for you. But that's just what we buy whenever. I like this reader. A lot of people have different readers, but I actually like this one. It worked out a lot better for me. And then this is the monitor. Now, without anything in it, without any strip, if you press any of the buttons at the bottom, there is a history. So that's nice. It's super convenient. It's an entire history of when you started taking the numbers. Now, I don't know when it gets deleted because my dog has been diagnosed for about 6 months now, and everything is still there. So if you did forget numbers and you didn't write it down, you can always go back through and see what their numbers were. M is going forward. Or no, I'm sorry, M is going backwards, C is going forward. And then to actually use the monitor, I'm sorry if I'm talking fast, I'm trying to get through this entire thing. To actually use the monitor, you take out one of these strips and you just put it in the monitor at the bottom. Make sure it's completely clean. If there's any blood on it, it will read error and it won't read it right. So just make sure it's completely clean. And as you can see, 36, which is on the back of the bottle, like I was saying, you need to make sure that those two are constantly the same. So sometimes you'll have to change it, sometimes you won't. And then here we are. Once you see the blood mark on the monitor, everything is ready to go. Now, you need your dog. But there's different spots that you can inject in. We inject in the elbow, like the rough part of the elbow. This is the only part that he doesn't get upset. You can do the tail, the tip of the tail, but as you can see, my husky has a lot of fur, so the tail will not work for us. You can also do it in the ears, but my dog has really bad allergies, and as you can see, he doesn't like when you touch his ears. We've tried this, and it just doesn't work for us. And then you can also do under the lip, which I have not done, but I can assume that he will not like it, so we just go with the safe bet, and we do it on his elbow. Because if you ever touch your elbow, it doesn't hurt. You can literally like just squeeze your elbow and it won't even bother you. So I'm going to show you a close-up in a second, but we just grab his elbow and we kind of squeeze it a little bit just so that way there's enough blood already at the surface so that we don't have to bother him. And we just kind of milk it. So we just kind of push around until we get a good enough blood drop. And then we get the monitor, we put it right up to it. It'll beep as soon as it gets enough blood, and then it'll start reading. As you can see, my dog's in the 400s. He's a little high right now because he's fighting off an infection. Like I said, my dog has really bad allergies. It's horrible. But here's a close-up of it. And I didn't realize that it was on the black part of his his elbow, so it might be a little hard to see. But you will see a little tiny blood drop that starts to go. You don't need that much, but as you can see, he's not bothered. If he was, he'd be moving his arm and running away from me. But I do this all the time. It's the only spot that does not bother him. And once again, we get a little bit of the sample. You'll hear a beep, and that's it. And really quick before we go, I'm going to show you how to make sure the monitor is reading okay. So you just grab this solution, you put in a brand new strip, no blood on it. Like I said, it'll read error if not. And you grab the solution. It's a little red, so it kind of mimics blood. And then you just put it at the end, how you would get a normal blood drop. And each one of them are different. I think it'll tell you either on the bottle or in the little manual what the numbers are supposed to be. If I remember right, mine said about 180 to 70, but I might be a little bit wrong. So you just get a little drop at the end, and then it should be in that range. If it's not, then the meter isn't reading right. But if it is, the meter is fine. That means that the tests that you give for your dogs are completely safe. They're 100% true. That's pretty much what it is. I don't know if it's 100% true, but it should just be normal. But yeah, that should be it. And that's it for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you liked it, please give me a big thumbs up. And don't forget to subscribe if you guys haven't already. If you have any questions, please feel free to leave them down below and I'll be sure to get to them. Thank you guys so much. And I will see you guys in my next video. Thanks for watching. Bye guys.